Hi, welcome to our next level 3 trigonometry video. We turn our attention to the last thing on this topic of general solution, and we have 3 videos to talk about this. A general solution is basically a formula that we will create that will give us all solutions to a trigonometric equation. And there are 3 different general solutions based on the sine, cosine, and tan functions. All right, let's get into example 1. We're going to show you how all 3 work. Find the general solution for sine x is equal to 1/2 or 0.5. Well, here's the 2 general solutions for the sine function. One is set up in radians and one in degrees. We're going to work on the radians formula today, show you how it works. So x is equal to pi n plus -1 to the power of n times alpha. Right, well, the first thing we need to do is take the inverse sine of 0.5 or half, and we get 0.5236. We've rounded that to 4 significant figures, and our calculator is set up in radians. This value is the value of alpha. So our general solution, x is equal to pi n plus -1 to the power of n times 0.5236. That's it, we're done. This formula will give us all solutions to the equation sine x is equal to 1/2. Here's the sine graph, and this is equal to 0.5, 1/2. Here are all the solutions that you can see, but there are more on the left and right going in the positive and negative direction. There are a lot more. So let's start with some n values. We substitute n as an integer value, and I've started at -2. So -2, substitute into my general solution, and I get a solution of -5.760. That is equivalent to this solution here. If I chose another n value, I'd get this solution, which is this solution here. If I chose n as 0, I'd get my solution of 0.5236. When I chose n as 1, I get another solution. When n is 2, I get another solution. When n is 3, another solution. These are all different solutions. I can keep going. N is 4, n is 5, n is 6, and I can keep going. N is -3, n is -4, and so on. So this formula, this general solution, will give me all solutions to this trigonometric equation. All right, let's move on to example 2. Find the general solution for cosine x is equal to 0.8. Right, well, here's the 2 general solutions for cosine, one in radians, one in degrees, and I'm going to use the radians once more. So x is equal to 2 pi n plus or minus alpha. So what I'm going to do first is take the inverse cosine of 0.8. I'm in radians, and I get an answer of 0.6435. That value there is alpha. So here's my general solution. X is equal to 2 pi n plus or minus 0.6435. Right, well, I'm done and I have my general solution, but be mindful that that plus and minus means there are 2 versions of this general solution. One where I plus 0.6435 and one where I minus 0.6435, which means when I go to use my integer values for n, and I say I start at -2, there's actually going to be 2 solutions when n is -2. The first one is when I plus 0.6435, and a second solution is when I'm minus 0.6435. Same with -1, there'll be 2 solutions. When n is 0, there'll be another 2 solutions. When n is 1, another 2, and when n is 2, another 2. So that's how we use the cosine general solution to find all our solutions. Right, here's example 3. Find the general solution for the equation tan x is equal to the square root of 2. Well, here are the 2 general solutions for the tan function, one in radians, one in degrees. And for this example, I'm going to show you how to use the one in degrees. So x is equal to 180 n plus alpha. Well, once again, I have to go shift tan or inverse tan of the square root of 2 to get 54.7. This time I need my calculator set up in degrees, and this value here is the alpha. So I can say x is equal to 180 n plus 54.7 degrees. There's my general solution. That is a rule that will find all solutions. I could once again substitute in some integer values for n. Say I start at -2 and go through to 3. Those are some possible solutions to this equation. Right, thanks so much for watching.